Okay, we're back in the Australian A-League half-time market, and this time we are backing the home underdog win. We've just had a look at the away underdog in the previous video, and I've already pre-prepared this table by sorting the data. This time I've sorted it by the away odds, and we can see straight away that this system has brought over 5 seasons a profit of 1,283 units. Sorting by the away odds is purely a personal preference. You can decide whether you want to sort by the home odds or the draw odds, or indeed the odds ratios, which are these 4 columns here, and just give sometimes a much closer relation to similar clusters of games, but we'll discuss that in a different video. Anyway, filtering the results here, we are going to again go through the same process as we went through in the previous video and look for relationships between the odds. So I'm just scrolling up until we get a change in the 1283 figure, because obviously the underdog being away is not applicable to this particular system, and we're going to get pretty close to odds, equal odds, before we find the profits in this system. There's one rogue entry there, but this is where it really starts. So we're looking for something a little bit higher, and at odds of 3.42 for the away team, for example, we have 1553. We'll keep looking, see if we can find anything else. .36 is 1778, 3.35 1878. 2378 at 3.32, 2.2578 at 330, 2578 at 330, 305 is 2658. And 292, 2718, 290, 2818. That looks like our final figure. So doesn't look as though there are many games applicable to this particular system, so we'll just go through the same process that we did before and hide all of the irrelevant information. I've sorted chronologically by column B, and I've also pre-prepared the same information as we had in the previous video. So here we can see the 5 seasons, the number of matches that this system would have applied to, and it's not very many, it's 47 games. Okay, there are 16 winning bets from 47 games, so this gives you a hit rate of 34% and a yield of 60%, so far fewer games than the other system, but a much greater yield. If we look at return on investment, then obviously 31 bets lose, and the turnover is 3,100, and the return on investment jumps up to 91%. There are quite a few systems in the home draw away favourite and underdog tables which return investment rates of over 100% and even more. So this system looks at first glance quite promising, but the opportunities to implement it are few and far between every season. We'll have a look at the final filtering criteria by looking at each season and the end results. Okay, 2010 ended in a profit 1299, which has dropped by the end of 2011. So 2011 is a loss-making season. 1132 translated to the end of 2012 becomes 2775. So we have one profit, one loss, one profit. The end of 2013, profit has gone up again and then dropped in 2014. So 2 of the 5 seasons that we've analysed here are loss-making seasons, and from that perspective this would not be a system of my personal preference. Looking at this system where we are backing the home underdog when the away odds are 2.9 or below, this can be considered as the classic high risk, high return strategy, and therefore not really within my remit. The longest losing streaks are reduced to 10 because we have reduced the number of games from 705 just to 47 over 5 seasons. But still 10 is quite a large number for such a small number of games. The winning streak remains at 4. So personally speaking, again, I would not include this strategy in my portfolio because it is likely to put my better performing or more regularly performing strategies under more pressure to perform, because this is up and down, high peaks and low troughs, exactly the sort of thing you do not need in your football betting system.